Good afternoon. Today I want to share Matthew 7, verse 11, which says, "If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give what is good to those who ask him?" I'll admit, when I read this verse and was writing it in my journal this morning, my first thought was, well, I don't appreciate being called evil. But I quickly realized, compared to God, who is holy and just and perfect, I am evil. We're all born into sin, and that is our sin nature in us. So even when we are trying our best to be good and perfect, we mess up. The other thing I thought of was, I love to give things to my children that I know they like, that they love, they appreciate. It makes me happy. And I thought, how much more does God do that for us? There's been so many times where, I would ask him for something and it would happen. There's also times that things will happen and I'm like, well, I don't know, it might not seem good. Sometimes it can be bad and we may not see or understand why things are happening. But later down the road, I realize, God, you were good, because what you did here, what happened, or, what I got, I really did need. It might not have been what I wanted here, but it's what I needed. So don't be afraid to ask God for things, because he wants to give you the desires of your heart. I know this past week I was thinking of something, and I just wasn't sure, do I go after this? Do I ask for it? And Friday, the person who I would have had to go to ask this question came to me. And as we were talking, I just felt God speaking to my heart going, I brought this person to you. What more do you want? Hello, ask. So I asked, and God confirmed, it was very clear that what I had been thinking about and debating whether I should do it, God had already opened that door. And it's happening, and so it was just really cool that I was able to see, if I hadn't asked, I wouldn't have, gotten what I wanted. But because I had asked and was seeking God's direction, and then he brought the person to me so I could ask this person, he showed me, I already worked this out for you. You just needed to ask. And he knew, too, that I was probably not going to go to the person right away. I was too much hemming and hawing, and I don't know. So he brought the person to me and was, okay, now you can ask, because nobody else is around and it's the perfect timing. Like, it was 100% perfect. So don't be afraid to ask God for what you want, and trust him when things happen that maybe you don't really want, but maybe you need it. And so just trust him that he knows what he's doing, and hopefully you'll get to see what he was planning further down the line, and you'll know he gave you exactly what you needed, and he is a good father. God bless you, and have a great day.